How's my hair? Not too bad. Not particularly cool looking. Got a haircut. Long hair is great. I hate when it gets in my mouth and my beard. All right. Good question. How did I make this bass? I brought it into a separate session just to have a look at it. It is made with SYTRUS. I don't think you can do this exactly how I did it in Vital or Serum. In Serum, I think you only have like 3 oscillators available to use. And I used all 6 here for no real, I used 5. This is a recreatable thing, obviously. It's just exactly how I did it, which there's some unnecessary stuff I haven't cleaned up, but it is doable. It's just not, you won't be able to do it exactly to the T how I did it unless you have Serum. I mean, unless you have SYTRUS or any other Matrix FM synth like FM8. So this is what the bass layer sounds like. Okay, so the way I broke it down was, this was the first sort of sound. That is oscillator 6, which is being modulated by oscillator 3. If you have a simple sine wave modulated by a just some wave with a lot of weird upper harmonic content, high up the harmonic series. Like there's nothing going on for like the first 5 octaves above the fundamental, so a bunch of weird upper harmonic stuff. Then you end up with a pretty classic sounding growl. Best way I can describe it right now off the top of my head that might give you an idea is squelchy. But yeah, that's pretty much how they're made. A simple, like a sine wave or a triangle modulated by a another wave with a lot of upper harmonic content. You get a real juicy fucking hell of a sound. That makes up, I guess, the main sound. Not really though. That's not what I was thinking about when I was making it. Then the sub, that's easy. Just, you know, sine wave. And then this thing. On its own, it sounds like this. Oop. Nothing crazy. Everything has a volume envelope on it, which generally looks like that. Maybe messed around a little bit just cause. But a little bit more harmonic content. Just a little bit of sauce. Modulated by mainly this thing, which is awesome. Again, another sort of arbitrarily chosen set of harmonics. Modulating our basically sine wave. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. That's kind of the main sound. That's the mid section of my bass. I thought it was a little stagnant, so I added this thing which also had a volume envelope, so it changes how much it affects the first oscillator based on how loud it is. Random harmonics again, just to make it interesting. I wanted it to be a bit noisier because this was kind of the mid bass. So I modulated oscillator 2 by oscillator 3. Get that. And then I wasn't jiving with it, so I just kind of messed around. A lot of this was messing around. And I modulated oscillator 3 by oscillator 4. A little bit noisier. I realize now this is one of the things I should have cleaned up. You don't really need that. That's unnecessary. You could whittle this down to 4 used oscillators and that's it. But yeah, so sub, that sound, that's what it sounds like. I also sent the first oscillator being modulated by 2, which is being modulated by 3, which is being modulated by 4. Sent that oscillator to the filter, and the filter is just distorting the shit out of it. I also have as you can tell, a super high resonance peak, just kind of picking out a random frequency, and I'm distorting that. And that just sounds great. Which is really, I was messing with this stuff and it just wasn't getting what I wanted, but I wanted it to be slightly more tonal. So sending it through this with a big old peak, distorting it, call it a day. Sounds great. Yeah, and that's the main sound. Pretty simple. A lot of the magic happens when we add post-processing. Gnarly. Just a bunch of compression and saturation. Typical dubstep mixing. So a lot of the parameters are put onto just some arbitrary modulation parameter. It's, I guess, 1 and 2. yeah, some of them just were on parameters just to get some different sounds because it's cool. Why not? That sounds kind of a little goofy right now. Classic lineup. Ready? OTT. Without. Add some OTT. Flatten out the frequency response a little bit. Bring out the highs. Squash the shit. Saturator. That does the work. A little bit of EQing, not much. Delay, because Riddim artists love doing that. Reverb. Okay, yeah, that's like pretty much the bass. I was just messing around. The second drop just doesn't sound right, and I liked how it sounded before, and now I'm bummed. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Anyway, yeah, that's that with that.